This na the one green seat inside status. But the one dem wey want for sidon param, dem plenty. Some people want make the young candidate go continue with this seat. Other one themselves want make the young candidate come and sidon there for rule the country. But unfortunately, na just one man go able for sidon na this seat. Well, how you go able for make lay your young candidate sidon at this seat? Now only when you come out and vote. But wait, before you go and vote, one thing dey when are you for first do we go qualify you for make you go able for vote. That na for register as a voter inside salon. Well, the one they were responsible for the voting process, they don't pull the date too. They say the 3rd of September to the 4th of October. Now the time that one day when you forgo and register. But again, some people go want for do one kind way for crook the system. Not try that all because that's not crime. If you know say you the 18 years, the eve of election, that's the 23rd of June 2023, or on that particular day when the election they carry on, when at the 24th of June, do ya run and go register right now. But if you know say the eve of the election, you know the 18 years, not try more, because if they fail not say you register for vote when you know 18 years age, that's not crime. Now you the gladdy, but you know don't day too. And not say as you the gladdy, and this is when you see registration center, you want for go the top and for go register. Not try that one day. Sat inside and the way you know for register. If you do walk na some side way far from your house, you do go school na some side way far from your house, or you do go to fable na one side way far from your house, no register there. Elect line then at your area, make sure say you register na that side. You know what it make? The day for the election, if you dey live na Lumley, you go register na Calbaton or Atalo. The day for the election, then say motorcar no go run. Elect government say that they put public transport or then they put government bus, it no go enough. Because plenty people go dey like you, we go on for do the same thing. And the bus they know they run fiti fata. So what you go do? Make sure say you register na the center where they near your house. So whether they say motorcar dey o, motorcar no dey o, you know they dey o. You can just swing your answer, go to your voter center, vote, commode, and wait for the result. But if you're not able for vote on this day for election, and then you young candidates know him, you're responsible. Remember, your one vote will change the whole situation. This message, they come up from We Yard on YouTube and Facebook. This na the one green seat inside status. But the one them we want for sidon param, them plenty.
Hand of the councillor and dragging him out of there, that's actually disorderly and there's obstruction. We obtained relevant statements. There are other lanes of our investigation which should be followed. That the details really crime services will bring it to you. Ady Macauley Esquire was brought in yesterday. The police believe that his statement over the television was very inciting, where he said that the people should read his lips, that they should not even hesitate to come out. They are not required by law to make reference to the Inspector General of Police and for them to be granted permission before they come out. But there is one thing we want people to understand, actually, is smell. That's what readily will come to your mind. But if I say John is going to man my project, it's no longer the man you think of. It's going to manage my project. And the context when there are instances that even between the 8th and the 10th of August, people along Abacha Street, Eastern Police, some of them went, they wanted to open their shops. And others came around and told them, if you open your shop, we'll vandalize it. I mean, tell me, those people are peaceful Sierra Leoneans. They don't even know what those people actually wanted to protest for. All what they wanted was for them to go about their own normal business, go and sell their things to members of the public. At the end of the day, they go back home. But they were prevented. There are instances where those people who actually venture out on the streets are demonstrating, protesting, some are rioters for various reasons. But why they are opposed totally to what they are actually protesting for, there are others who see no reason for them to be on the street and could even attempt to attack them. So there you see the relevance of the police. There are instances where those people could have genuine reasons as to why they want to demonstrate and will be demonstrating, will be actually moving along the street. And then the hoodlums hijack that and use it to vandalize the businesses of people, items they are selling. And so you appreciate the police. So when we ask people that you want to go to street, come to the place and tell us why you want to go to the place. It's for all the distress, well-meaning peaceful Sierra Leoneans, and you will not try processing in favor. So in all these cases, police officers are there to ensure the safety and security. It has no other explanation completely. There are instances where they will tell us that they want to use a particular route, but we think they want to do. Registration is about concluding. Saturday is the deadline. There was extension of 2 days. Legally, we are there to provide them with security, the enabling environment for them to conduct their registrations. That goes for both the National Civil Registration as well as the Election Commission of Sierra Leone. So when they are collecting their data, the Sierra Leone police legally should provide them the enabling environment, a secure environment where they will be able to do their work unimpeded. And that, I'm glad to say, we have provided and will continue to provide until they conclude on Saturday. But while we, through sensitization, got to the public, for people to understand that when you attain the age to vote, you are allowed to vote. In fact, the ECSL were so kind enough to extend it to almost on the eve of voting. That if like 23 or 24 June or so, you'll be 18 years, they said, "Go, you'll be registered." And so we told other people that be law abiding, but in all of this, people decided not to be law abiding. So some people were arrested with a huge number of documents, ID cards, birth certificates, and in fact they claimed that they were staff members of ECSL, and so we decided to contact them. They went through their staff files, and they responded that none of them actually was a member of their staff, was a staff member to them. And so the Israeli police has now concluded with that investigation, and very soon they will be in court. But details on that actually will be given to you as well. The other thing is we have had again another frightening intelligence. This time round, people say what they did on August 10, they will actually embark on a greater one. So the intelligence indicates that people are intending to attack between tomorrow the 8th to the 12th of October 2022. Their target, as provided by intelligence, will now be at the State House and the presidential residence. MacP already, when the last insurrection occurred on the 10th of August, we ended up invoking MacP. They are there actually when certain things happen, more so riot, beyond our control. We ask them to assist us. And this, I must tell you, is not only here that is exercised. But in 1981, when there was a very serious riot in Kano, that the police were overwhelmed, MacP was involved where the military came in to assist them. So it's not only a question of saying we are doing it here, but all what we do when we ask them to join us to ensure that we are able to put the riot under control. And so this time around, we are going to deploy jointly, we are going to patrol jointly, and if they dare attempt, they will regret it. Regret it in the sense that they will meet a very robust joint security operation. We will do everything within our power to ensure that the safety and security of the people of this country is guaranteed. We are not going to entertain those misguided individuals who will just jump on the street to cause distress. There is a proper way to channel grievances. The law provides for all of that. And so we implore them, we ask members of the public through you that if they have genuine grievances, let them follow the law. The law is above all of us. That's why they say the law is supreme. So we want to discourage them by taking the laws into their hands. It will cause an unnecessary problem, and that we will not entertain at all. So we are reaching to members of the public through you for them to think twice. Let them not be misled. We have seen several instances where those people will actually encourage them to come on the streets. They do not have their children among them, not even their extended family members. So I think it's enough time for them to be able to understand that those are wrong steps moving in wrong directions, and they should discontinue with that. Let them respect the law. Whatever grievances they have, I must still repeat, let them go through the legal channel. So once more, I welcome you and extend to you greetings from the Inspector General of Police. And I now pause to allow the representatives of the other departments to give detailed account of what they have been doing in their departments. So I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Director. We now turn the mic to Commissioner Victor Martha-Williams.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, let me align myself with previous protocols. For Freetown West, we continue with our patrols. So far, it's calm. However, we police several activities, including the recovery of asset commissions by the Commission for Assets at Mountain and at Cottage. 2 properties were recovered by the Commission. As the chairman has already said, the registration process is now in the latter phase, I say the 3rd phase, for the 2 extra days. And that one was also policed, though with minor challenges and issues that were quickly addressed. However, on the 2nd of October, at about 0500 hours, armed robbers attacked a beach bar along Lefma Beach. The local security guard that was there was slashed with my machete, and within the process, the OSC car that was there was also attacked and released a shot which hit one of them. The others escaped, and one of them was injured, which led to his death. His body has been removed to the mortuary post-mortem, while guard Almani Kamara was taken to 31st Hospital where he's been treated. The anti-robbery unit of Freetown is investigating the matter. Also, at about 15:30 hours on the same day, at Mountain, Mahmoud Drive, Inspector Lamin Soko Kamara, Attack Operations Unit Mountain Division and team arrested Edgar Johnstone and Reverend Anton Johnstone, both of 7 Queen Street and 148 Circular Road at Gloucester. They were in possession of 1 SG pistol, a dagger and cutlass, while someone a white Jeep with registration number AEY 796. They are under investigations and have been transferred to cell headquarters. I think for the rest, that's much I can say. We continue to monitor the situation as we go into the emergency period that Chairman has already told you about. We are in full deployment and we'll be monitoring the situation as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Commissioner. We now move to Commissioner Lahai from CID, Director of Crime Services, to give us his updates.
Put that mic off.
Yours. It's off.
It's off.
Check one of those.
Use my use that.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the 4th State. Good afternoon to you all. And on behalf of the Directorate of Crime Services, which I happen to be the acting director at the moment, I have a couple of matters here to present to you so that the wrong information being sent out on the social media or by other means are not perceived as they are being sent. Actually, we are handling a matter involving former anti-corruption boss called Mr. Ady Macauley. On 28th of September 2022, the attention of the Criminal Investigation Department was drawn a social media publication going around in which Mr. Ady Macauley was actually provoking a very dangerous situation, calling on the general populace to proceed with whatever processions they intend to do without reference to the police, or not even seeking permission from the police. This could be extremely dangerous because the police these days, we are very, very professional. We are mindful about human rights, right to processions. But then there are processes that need to be completed, that need to be followed before you can proceed with whatever procession you intend to do. You need to tell us why you want to protest. The reasons must be on our decks. And if these reasons are on our decks, they must be viewed as genuine. You cannot just get up one morning based on your personal opinion and you say, no, I'm going to mobilize some crazy youth around to make noise on the streets or to cause unnecessary mayhem to police officers and properties or the civilian populace that we actually there to protect. So, realizing that a good number of Sierra Leoneans, you will agree with me, are not that educated. There is a very serious academic gap in especially our youthful population. So, if you as a learned man, well educated, can go on social media telling them to come out to violate all protocols put in place by the state to ensure that peace and stability prevails, and you tell them to go out on the streets, promising them with free legal service if they are arrested or should any issue arise from their actions. We think that as completely uncalled for, and a calculated drive to bring this nation into disrepute, to put the nation into total fear. We are struggling with whatever we have. So if you are there now to put the country into fear, drive away investors, not allowing the genuine citizens to go about their normal businesses, then I see that as completely wrong on his side. Being a senior citizen in this country, he has served in a very high capacity. So this is uncalled for. So as I'm talking to you, he is with the police, helping us with the rest of the investigation. We are trying to gather additional facts surrounding his intentions, reasons why he actually decided to tell the academic gap filled youth around the country to go out on the streets without asking permission from the police or to even violate police instructions. We also have at hand a matter relating to the mayor of Freetown City Council, Madam Akisoya. She's been investigated for obstruction and disorderly behavior. Madam Akisoya at the Lunge International Airport, she claimed to be traveling together with one of our councillors by the name of Sheikh Jibril Toure, also known as Ice-T. And when the police intercepted Ice-T, Councillor Sheikh Jibril Toure, who was wanted for incitement, the audio and video evidences are also there on social media. I'm sure you are all privy to it, to them all. And also inciting youth, threatening to bring out thousands of youth on the street to cause mayhem. How long can we continue with this sort of behavior? And why do you have to do that to the state? Because there are peaceful citizens that are not interested in your protest. Not everybody is interested in whatever procession or protest you want to put up. But Councillor Jibril, being a councillor, a serving member of the present government, telling the youth, mobilizing them to go out on the streets and cause damage to the state and the people of this country. We see that behavior also as completely uncalled for, and for that reason, he was being searched for until eventually he was found at the Lunge International Airport trying to travel out of the country when he was subsequently intercepted by the police officers deployed at Lungi. And when the mayor came to realize that the councillor has been intercepted, as a very senior citizen of this country, much was expected of the mayor. She forcefully rushed at the police, caught the hand of the councillor, dragging the councillor to her own position, and the police also said, no, this councillor can't go. He has been a man of interest with regards to publications or audiovisual messages they actually sent out to the public that are incitatory and that even led to the mayhem we all observed on August 10, 2022, this year. So, right on the spot there at the airport, as a senior citizen, the mayor of this country, the mayor of the Freetown City Country, or the Freetown City Council, she sent out an audio and video message on Facebook for the whole world to see. You can see on that video shouting, is this how this country is now being run? Is this how this country is now being run? Who was she referring to? Is she not part of the governance of this state? She's the mayor. She's being paid from the consolidated funds. Her duty at that particular point in time was to assist the police, perhaps pacify the situation by asking Councillor Jibril, as a peaceful citizen, to just go to the police and help with the investigation. But unfortunately, she failed to do that and instead became very, very incitatory, bringing the whole show into commotion at the Lungi International Airport. But the police officer, being professional, actually succeeded in getting counsel of the BCC, who is also currently helping us with the investigation, touching on the audio and video message he sent out on social media that contributed to the damages caused on the 10th of August 2022, where we had 6 police officers killed, 4 of them from gunshot wounds perpetrated by the civilian populace that came out on the street. Madam Akisoya is also helping us with her role at that particular point in time. Why she actually decided to obstruct the police while they were executing their lawful duties peacefully and professionally. Other matter we have surrounds actually on the 10th of August this year. And thank you very much for your attention. So far, these are the critical matters we are looking at.
Thank you very much, Acting Director of Crime Services, for that wonderful brief. This junction will now invite the head of Interpol.
And they handed them over to the Liberian Drug Law Enforcement Agency. It was headed by Honorable Leonzo and Lorenzo Benson. They have their Deputy Director General of the
Abbas. Go ahead. Continue.
Yes, yeah, go ahead. Loud and clear.
I said for the general security situation for the Northeast region is relatively calm and quiet, wherein we have composed joint SLP and ASMA patrols at the border sides, monitoring of the third wave of COVID-19 precautionary measures in the region is ongoing. Well, the very earlier says on Saturday, 1st October 2022 at 0800 hours, Ojo Kanu of Kameni Village reported that on Sunday, 1st October 2022 at about 0200 hours at Odo Children in the district. He discovered his brother Omar Okano, aged 20 years, behind a house at Odo Village, lying motionless, and alleged to have been caught and stabbed to death by suspects Mansour Sise, Abu Sise, and Rich Sise, all of Mabela Village. Upon receipt of the said information, scene of crime was visited and photographs were taken. The 3 suspects are presently with the police helping with the investigation. The remains of the said Elise Okano has been conveyed at the government's McKinney Hospital supporting examination while investigation is in progress. On Monday, the 3rd October 2022, the Regional Commander, Northeast Region, Sir Yoma Senesi Mista, received a letter of request for police clearance and coverage from the Interim Secretary General of the All People's Congress political party in Bangali district, bordering on the visit of the APC party officers. Slated for Tuesday, 4th October 2022 for voter registration sensitization meeting with members at the regional APC office Makeni. On the receipt of the said letter, immediately engaged the security sector, including the regional PPRT coordinator, to discuss the proposed visit of the APC interim chairman to Bangali district. During the engagement, the intelligence revealed that several confrontations had occurred between members of the interim executive and that of the previous. That the chairman never visited the regional APC party office since he was appointed as. This will only be limited to an issue. The management of the CNO police in the district and others participating of AID's investigation is on top of inflation to make sure that they continue to provide accurate, balanced, credible, and formidable security coverage for this particular process. On my own area of responsibility, I am Sergeant John Akaskamara from the Northeast Regional Reporting.
Thank you very much, John Abbas. Thank you. We now go to the South. Munde.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, senior police officers, members of the court estates. Salute you. Sub-Inspector Andrew A. Mondale, Media and Community Relations Officer, Southern Region, and also the staff officer of the AIG. The entire Southern Region is relatively peaceful with no security threat. Joint SLP Atlas border patrols are ongoing at MRD, Mano River Division. Prime General. 2 male suspects arrested at midnight with morning October 2022. 2 male suspects, Abubakar Hussein and Joseph Babi, both of Moribasam, were arrested in possession of money laundering implements and the cash sum of 1,790 million. Investigation is in progress at the Midnight Police Station, where they are held to police. 12 ones of stolen diesel arrested by police at Midnight Police Station. The running incident at the Holy Police Station, which started Wednesday, 5th October 2022, has successfully ended on Tuesday, 6th October 2022. The successful policing of the President's working visit to both cities, Oyamba, Fujian, and Freetown was achieved. Under the dynamic leadership of AIG, Harold has been successfully policed by personnel in both cities and the visited divisions within the region. After its meeting in Freetown during hours of Thursday, 6th October 2022, Page left over at Freetown, where he is expected to spend his weekend before returning to Freetown. Police in the south continue deployment for and monitoring of the 2 additional days of the 4th phase of the voter registration exercise scheduled for Friday 7th October 2022 and Saturday 8th October 2022. Other than these, normal policing activities are in progress within the 7 police divisions without any adverse effect. For security of the Southern Region, I am Sub-Inspector Andrew A.
Mondale, thank you very much for that wonderful brief. Director, sir, at this point in time, we'll now turn the mic to the first estate. You ask your question based on the issue discussed. This is your turn now. The mic is here. As normal procedure. The question there for you introduce yourself because the media house you are representing. Yes, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Ali Abdul Kagbo and I work for AYV Television. The first question is, are there any plans to grant Ady Macauley bail since this is a long weekend? And the second question is, we need assistance on the exact dates that Ady Macauley made this statement, the exact dates and video. And finally, please, for clarification of rumor, there was a rumor that CID invited the former IG. Can we clarify that? Thank you.
Of course, we want this thing to be guided. We discuss, you ask questions based on what we have discussed, right? Okay, yes.
Let me ask this first. I'm Dauda Kowoma, editor of Freetown Post. When police investigates, they should come also and talk to the media. We have charged or we have dismissed. Let me ask this question, sir. For this Apex Bank, a guy that was arrested for over billions of millions, the police did not come back to us and say we have charged the guy or we have dismissed the guy for want of prosecution or whatever. Sir. I want to know if that case is still at CID, sir. That is one. Also for the Macauley, he said he made the statement citing the Constitution, legal opinion. I want to know if he was arrested on that legal opinion, sir.
Again? No.
At AIJ already got that anyway.
No, I'm not telling you. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Get it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Also, also for this how do you call it? The mayor of Freetown. My investigation that she was taking that councillor for a meeting, but you guys did not put any warrant of arrest for him by saying any sentiments. I want to know if there was a warrant of arrest based CID or whether Lungi or his constituency or ward. Thank you very much.
Yes, good afternoon once again and welcome after a long vacation. Thank God I saw on the social media that
Your name, please. Your name and your.
King Kappa Taliban, Elijah the Fire, saw the living Jesus.
Which media house?
Journalist against injustice for good governance. Yes, I saw on the police press conference that journalists are to be trained. And I think we've waited for that for quite a while now. Thank God we are about to get that training. That is first. That's just side attraction anyway. However, I want the Sierra Leone police to give us a difference between opinion and incitement, of which Ady Macauley claimed that he expressed an opinion in relation to the interpretation of the Constitution. And the police say that it was an incitement. So, no, difference. I am asking for the difference between opinion and incitement.
Yeah, we have that one. We have that one already. Yes, the next one.
Next one is, indeed, sometimes it is necessary for the police to issue.
But the one them, we want for Sidon Param, them plenty. Some people want me the young candidate to continue with this seat. Other one themselves want me the young candidate come and sit on there for rule the country. But unfortunately, now just one man go able for Sidon na this seat. When how you were able for make lay you young candidate sit down at this seat? Now only when you come out and vote. But wait too, before you go and vote, one thing dey wey na you for first do wey go qualify you for make you go able for vote. That na for register as a voter inside salon. Well, the one dey wey responsible for the voting process, they don pull the date too. They say the 3rd of September to the 4th of October na the time that one day when you for go and register.